Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. A little jet sweep to start the drive. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings! That is a quick strike run cut all the way to the house. And the pass was fine. That run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time running. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And it's fielded at the 34. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
They give them some different looks here defensively in their early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as the a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one back.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I tell you what, shaking his head, frustrated right now in that center.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Throwing on 1st down. Strong. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again, and it's caught. Touchdown! Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings continue to pull away here this first half. Gano the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action with Wilson. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be about 60% just to be in the average range.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Running for it. Here's Peterson. Adrian Peterson as good as they come. But here he can't get the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off play action. Strong.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Now with him and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football. And that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throw left side complete. That's more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And some room to maneuver, and he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gooden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around 27.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 27 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On third down, here's Hall. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 5. The punt team will now come out on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On first down, Wilson. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to claw one back. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here are the Vikings now to start the next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake. Strong. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
I was saying, if he threw that dot, I was going to be pissed.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They run again on first down. Cook. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Cook again. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on third down. Strong. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 55 yards. And the Vikings will extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. The offense on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Feather in the cap for the defensive football player wins a better quarterback so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan and have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Cook up the gut.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Gano's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not.
And now the rookie's free. 30, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 70 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we're going to face these guys again here.
You understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now. Trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Maddenszn. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you should.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Again, he finds more. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That situation is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second down and goal. Wilson, and this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Strong. He'll fire deep for Rager. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
78 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,